What's up, guys? My name is Patrick, and welcome back to another Let's Play of The Witcher 3. And just enjoying a beautiful night in White Orchard. See a couple of shooting stars go past every now and then, which is pretty impressive. We stand outside the house of Odolan, a man who has put up a contract on the notice board. Let's see what he wants.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye, 'tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
Might as well help this guy out.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now, no one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry, Odolan. I got you. Playing Ghostbuster Geralt over here. We like to help people. I am the friendly neighborhood witcher after all. But yeah, let's see. I got a couple of secondaries to finish up in White Orchard. Yep. Devil by the Well. Fitting name. Like I said, I checked out the notice board, and I got a couple of undiscovered locations, and I went and checked those out. Little bit of what you might have missed between the last Let's Play and this one. I went to some of those undiscovered locations. I fought a bear and realized how big bears are in this game. Got myself a couple new swords. I even made a silver one that I won't be able to use anywhere near any of the levels I'm going to be, to like 13, I think, but it does like 200 damage, so I'm pretty excited for that. Garrison Quartermaster, the Nilfgaardian Garrison Quartermaster, had him make it for me. Pretty excited to try that out on something. Yeah, ooh. Another update. I know it looks like I'm wearing the same chest piece, but I got a new pair of legs, which I have on right now, and a new chest, which is pretty cool. I know the chest looks exactly the same, but it's a different one. It's a little bit better.
Infamous well. Strange. No sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day.
So this must be Havel. Obviously it's Havel, because Geralt's going off on his talking to himself tangents.
Body's dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Grass around the well's scorched. All signs point to a noon wraith.
A noon wraith, huh? Geralt knows his monsters. Anything else I can,
Noon wraith won't stray too far from the well.
because that's probably where her soul is bound to. Let's go ahead and read up on them real quick. Might as well take the advice of the quest giver. Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do it to avoid noon wraiths. Vlad, Remund, peasants, and their customs. On particularly searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear, resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are noon wraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the field searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals, though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time. They are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why if one ever finds a wedding ring or a veil in the middle of a field, they should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible. The residents of White Orchard had suffered more than their fair share of misfortunes. Passing armies had trampled their spring planting, a griffin had begun abducting their livestock, and, the rotten icing on this painful cake, a noon wraith haunted a very nearby well. No wonder the locals called this final evil a devil. The Witcher could sense something bound her to this place, and that in order to send her off into the eternal realms, he would first need to learn her secret. Once that was done, he would have to prepare for this battle, and a noon wraith is a demanding opponent. She can disorient her victim by blinding him and creating mirror images of herself. These copies slowly suck their victim's life energy, while their mistress remains untouchable. In order to defeat her, the Witcher could not rely on his silver sword alone. The Eardin sign would also be needed to trap her and force her to take on a material form.
Something's tied the Noon Wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
What a terrifying little chapter in my bestiary. So I'm gonna need Eardin. Keep that in mind. The magic trap circle thing. And I don't have any potions, and I'm probably not going to find the ingredients I need to brew one here. So hopefully my silver sword alone and the Eardin sign will be enough. Man, this village has been abandoned for years. There's a tree growing in this house. Some loot scattered about. Tidbits of resources used for crafting. Might be useful. Oh, never pulled out a torch before.
A man, stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. But it's not his blood. A journal. Might be useful.
Journal, huh?
Bloodstains. Barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
Oh, these bloodstains must be years old.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well.
I guess bloodstains can remain visible for decades. And I guess these are also the right conditions, because these ones have to not... They have to be years old. They can't be fresh. Well, they could be. Who knows? Geralt's about to find out, hopefully. I know he said there was another handprint by the well. Before we just go screaming back to the well, might as well take a look around. There's more than one abandoned home. You get those little yellow Witcher scent circles. Don't want to pass up an opportunity for loot or information. Seems to be a lot of alchemy ingredients here. Blast house. Nice. This is what I call a cache. Well, semi-cache. Oh. That doesn't look right. And there's loot over there. Oh, that is awesome. Lucky I had art equipped. That's awesome. I can force push debris out of the way. That was a lot of fun. I hope we see more areas like that in the future. There was nothing visibly hinting at that I could push that out of the way. There was not, like, even when I used my Witcher sense, it didn't, like, light up or anything. That was really cool. But anyway, keep art out for now. Looted everything in here, pretty sure. Okay. Let's read that diary. It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Vizima, listed all the harm he's done us, how he killed Joan for not taking off his cap quick enough, how he trampled our fields when drunk with nary a thought of repayment, how he barged in during Pieter's wedding night, demanded his right of first night. Now we finally got what we begged Melitel for all these years for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike it on our own. At last we can live as free men. The first day of our freedom. Havel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out the evil, buried a marten under the gate to make sure no thieves cross our threshold. And then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother said it was foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't the plows nor hoes, and that we ought to return it to the merchant. Over my dead body. I'll never take it off. It'll always be there to remind me of Volker, of how happy we were that day. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make us a deal, to beg us to return to the village. They say he's calmed since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. Well, we'll see. One way or another, I have no intention to move 1 inch from here.
That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place.
Alright. So we have an object in mind. On the lookout for a bracelet. We have to check out that handprint from before, wherever that handprint is. That's the handprint. Can't examine it, though. I already looked at the grass. Trying to examine this handprint. I can see it, yes. It's there. Can't examine it, though. Oh, it's the rope.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
Not sure how a bracelet's gonna make someone's arm fall off, but alright, see if we can't take a dive. I must say, this is a roomy well. Ah, must be the arm, I presume. Yep. Nice. Man, this is a big well. Wonder what else is down here, other than some dingy loot and mushrooms.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noon Wraith for good. Better do it near the well.
I know, it's for the sake of narrative. You think Geralt might hear voices or something? I mean, he does do an awful lot of talking to himself. Thinking out loud, if you will. It is hilarious. Anyway. So. Went to the bottom of this freaking enormous well. This crazily enormous well that is freaking awesome and filled with loot. And we found a bracelet. Probably the one from the journal, because it said to Claire from Volker in it. And those are the people mentioned in the journal. So I'm going to assume that the woman is Claire and the man in the house was Volker. Am I gonna run out of air? No. No, I'm a Witcher. I got Witcher mutant lungs. I can make it. What was that? I just surfaced. When I surfaced, I saw
Need to prepare for this
shimmer
fight.
of gold.
Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions.
As much as I agree with that, I wonder, I probably should have turned him around to see if he could... Cavalry trousers, Sidarian gambeson. Cool, some armor. Yeah, like I was saying, Geralt just said that underwater. I wonder if I had turned him around, if his lips would have been synced to the dialogue. That would have been funny. But we just got some armor. Let's check that out. Oh, those pants are actually... I like the look of these pants, and they're actually better than my, Some of this gear is actually a lot better than my current gear. Except for this shirt. This shirt looks god-awful, in my opinion. Yeah, no. Might be the look for somebody, but it's not the look for me. Apparently had a whole bunch of armor in my inventory that I had just gotten and not tried on, but I think I will upgrade to those pants. And yeah, I'll stick with the classic Witcher gloves. And I'll stick with that for now. Sweet. Oh. Hello. Hope I'm not intruding. Just going to, you know, take some stuff. Doesn't look like you'll be needing it anymore, so... Especially not this sword. At first I thought that guy might have killed himself, but then I saw his hands were bound and he had a bag over his head. What the hell happened to this village? It sounds like some shit might have gone down the day the Lord came back to visit. I don't think him asking him to come back to the village worked out pretty well. I don't think it worked out at all. Where's the body? I thought it was right here. Oh, nope, wrong side. Alright, let's do this.
And the bracelet. Igni. Hey, I think it worked.
God, you're ugly. Alright, so that is her in a wraith form. Now she's in physical form. And I can actually hit her with my sword. Ah, she just likes to yell a lot. I can feel my blade going through her. Alright, where'd you go? Oh, making copies. There's the real you. Come on. Come into my circle. You can be in my circle of friends. Nice.
She's gone. For good.
I sure hope so, girl. I should loot that pile of bones and dust. Infused dust, specter dust, essence of wraith, light essence. Ooh, emerald dust. Ooh, and another trophy. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I know earlier in this video I said I got my sword from the Nilfgaardian garrison. I guess I was wrong, actually. I must have done that in one of my other save files I think I erased. This sword on my back, the one with the notch coming out of the hilt, that's not the silver sword, I actually got from one of those undiscovered locations. I think it's called Gilfdro or something, or Gildorf. It's a weird sounding sword, weird name, but it's a relic item. I found it in a tomb. But that emerald dust, I'm happy to find it because I actually need it to make the sword that I want to get. So I'm pretty excited to go do that. But anyway, we are here back at Odolan's house. Let's go tell him the good news. If I can get into his house.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tameria mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
Oh, no, come on, man. Keep the coin for your daughter.
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin from Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words, you've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least. Good luck.
I'll take experience points any day. An amethyst. Ooh. Shiny rock. Shiny rock for being a good guy. Nice, another contract complete. We got to see a pretty badass looking monster. Let's go
Hey there.
visit Tameria real quick. Okay, here at Tameria's house. Gonna see if we can't get some closure about Claire and Volker. At least Claire, anyway.
Yes?
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarrelled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family and moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
That's cool, little reward for going to see her about that. But yeah, I have a hunch that I know what actually went on at that little village there. I'm guessing Claire might have said something about Florian being gay and having a relationship with Mislav. A lot of this stuff came full circle. It came to fruition. This is becoming a very, very well-told story, and I am having so much fun playing it. Alright guys, I know this Let's Play is going on a little bit longer than normal, but please bear with me. There is 2 quests in this Let's Play, and I lumped this one on the end of my other one because it was a little short, so please enjoy.
Do that often? Talk to your dog?
It's my brother's, Bastian's. But guess he's mine now. See, Bastian fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or 2 so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers feeding. Someone told me they're afeard of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here. Listen, guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me, keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastian and I'll pay you well.
Fine, I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. Chances we find your brother alive are slim. Very slim.
I would have thought, but I want to find his body at least. So Bastian don't rot there in the sun with the Black Ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
So, like I said, I apologize for the lengthiness of this Let's Play. I know people don't like to tune in for more than a couple minutes at a time. But I admire those of my fellow YouTubers who do half-hour or more Let's Plays. It takes a lot to do. It takes a lot to sit here and voice. So, kudos to all of you guys, the nameless wonders of YouTube. I'm here with you. But like I said, this Let's Play is going on just a tad bit longer than normal because I wanted to finish up the quests in White Orchard. And this is my last one, Missing in Action. So, pretty excited to get to it, because I don't really know what it involves. But to me, it might be the completion of the full circle stories and events that have been going on in White Orchard. I've done all the missions in White Orchard so far, and they've each had something to do with one another, and it has been very interesting to do them and complete them only to find out a little bit more of the story and have more of it unfold in front of you. So let's get to it and see if we can bring this rousing tale to an end. At least the White Orchard chapter of it anyway. At least the White Orchard chapter of it anyway. Yeesh. That looks comfy. This must be the battlefield he was talking about. Holy crap.
You're here, good. Bastian, his body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine them one by one? Could take a while.
You needn't fret. The recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We look for the flowers, we'll find Bastian quick.
No offense, but many a soldier's dropped his shield. Especially if he was on the losing side.
If we find the shield alone, Hassan will catch the scent and lead us to Bastion. Come on. Sooner we get this done, the better.
Man, this guy's pretty desperate. I feel really bad for him. I mean, there's really, like, almost no chance that his brother is still alive. But hey, I'll take a chance to loot a bunch of dead people any day. Manuscript page, albedo. That is. Wow, do you see all those pretty orange lights? It's a lot of loot for me. Oh my god. I don't want to even know how you get a horse into that position to be impaled that much on that thing. Not much I can do with the head of an axe. And rusty swords will do me no good. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of stuff here, so I'm gonna clear some of this invaluable shit out. So I guess I can't loot every single little thing, but I'll try and loot as much as I can to sell as much as I can, because gold is not an easy thing to come by. Wow, a lot of people here died in some pretty brutal ways. I'm actually pretty interested to be here because I'm almost positive this is the battlefield that everyone in the village is referring to. The recent battle that left the river all poisoned. So it seems that all the quests I've been doing, one thing has just led to another. Like I said, it's telling one big overlapping story, which is really cool. Ooh, ghouls, come here. Nah, not that tough, only level 2. Yeah.
That him?
No.
Hey man, I admire your enthusiasm.
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy? Still nothing.
I wonder. No? Oh. I thought I could actually loot that tree stump.
That him?
No.
No shield. Oh, what? It was another neighbor's son? Oh, did you live next to everyone who fought on this side? I'm only teasing.
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell
Moving
Bastion,
on.
boy? Still nothing.
Man. There's actually just too many people here for me to loot. I can't carry all of this loot. So I gotta pick it apart, find out what's worth the most. I already checked that guy. Oh, another red shield. There we go.
That him?
No. Doesn't look anything like him.
Really? Doesn't look anything like him? You're a ways off to be looking at his face and say that, you know?
Bastion, boy? Still
His face was hidden.
Skin's burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be him?
Bastian was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that.
Oh, poor guy. I'm thinking this might be his brother. Hey man, I'm sorry.
He found him!
What?
Hussar's caught, he's sent! Come on!
Oh, dude! Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he didn't die after all. Oh man, I got kind of choked up. I thought that burn guy was gonna be him for sure. Gotta be cautious. An abandoned hut.
But there is more. My lieutenant demanded we defecate on command. Ballista bolts landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastian! Is he... Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
No. He saved my life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosinia found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. Blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosinia. Alone he'll die. And he can't go back to his home. He's deserted. They'll hang him.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blacken stays here.
Oh man, as much as I'd like to agree with you, man, if not for him, he'd be dead.
Bastian only made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward, and the gods protect you.
Awesome. Glad your brother's still alive, Dune. Isn't that awesome right there? I'm having such a hard time with this whole which side to choose, Nilfgaardians or Tamerians in the end, because you guys, I said it before and I'll say it again, you and I both know that's going to be a thing I'm going to have to do. But it's good. This example right here demonstrates to me that there are good people on both sides, so I shouldn't be too quick to judge. But anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to call it. I thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate your participation. Please tune in next time for episode 7. Till next time.